Hi, I'm Kshitij. This is Janu Junction. I'm in Patna right now, but we have someone all the way from Hyderabad. She is on a one-of-a-kind motorcycle expedition with a mission. Let's call Miss Jay Bharti. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
How are you? How's Patna treating you?
Patna was treating me well this morning. We just took a spin around the old Patna as well with the remnants of the Chhat Puja, but still we could see some pandals, so it was quite nice. Yeah.
So how come you're in Patna from all the way Hyderabad?
Yeah, so I came all the way from Hyderabad riding. I think today we are about 7,000 kilometers roughly. And on the 32nd day, what brings me to Patna is Moving Boundaries, my campaign. Yeah, which is a 11,111 kilometer trip across the country.
11,111 kilometers across the country, and you have already covered 7,000 kilometers so far. It's 32nd day. And
Yeah.
how long is the expedition?
Another 8 to 10 days until we reach back to Hyderabad.
So it has a mission with it, right? So what's the mission?
So the idea is to encourage more women to learn driving, use it for their own personal commute or for their businesses. These days there are enough women who are doing small micro businesses, and having driving as an additional skill will increase their productivity and their earning capabilities. And beyond that, the world is seeing a rapid growth in the logistics sector, and women are still left behind. The ratio of women in the mobility sector is quite negligible, and the idea is to create an awareness on why there is a need for women in mobility right now, and how we can do it.
So you're also highlighting the term I saw on your various promotions, that it's gender inclusion with sustainable mobility.
Yes.
So what's sustainable mobility? We know what gender inclusion is, what you're doing right now,
Yeah.
right? So what's sustainable mobility?
Sustainable mobility is, again, it's like another industrial revolution we are a part of right now. Everything is switching to electric, and whatever has happened in the world, women were not a part of mobility until now. But now, when the world is, at least when the country is completely shifting towards electric vehicles, how can we make sure that women are not left behind this time? So when we mean sustainable mobility, it's more about clean energy, where we can get into electric vehicles for the mobility and drive towards clean energy. And also another terminology about sustainability is one is definitely with the clean energy, and beyond that, it is also when women do get into this mobility sector, how can they sustain in long term? It's not that you get into
As
driving
an alternative career choice.
completely, yeah.
Okay. When we talk about gender inclusivity, we also have the LGBT community.
Yes.
So can we also say, all
Yes,
this campaign we're talking
absolutely,
about women and
absolutely.
women.
Yeah.
So what about transgenders
Even
and the other
that
community?
as well. So I wanted to come to that point. So we put it as everybody other than men to make it easy, because now we have so many communities. So instead of adding individual and leaving alone someone, so if you see on the road, it's men versus all other communities. So right now the ratio of men is quite high, which is good, but the road is gender neutral. Everybody can be a part of the road. So we are trying to also conduct trainings for people from the LGBTQ plus community. In fact, on the first day of our launch in Hyderabad, the government of Telangana is coming up, Women and Child Welfare Department is coming up with a motor training center exclusively for women. That's like institutionalizing the whole concept. That way women can just walk in and learn how to drive, and up to them whether they want to become a driver or run their own business. But it definitely helps them. And this fortunately happens to be in a skilling center, which also has a special facility for LGBTQ plus community. So we are going to extend our trainings to them as well. So we are not leaving them out. They are definitely a part of us.
So how come you're into motorcycling? We all know that ma'am is award-winning motorcyclist. So how long you've been into motorcycling and driving, and why this journey?
I think I had my hands on motorcycle quite when I was a kid, and then I used to ride more for fun those days. But from the past decade, I think I've been seriously into motorcycling. We have 2 motorcycles, 500cc motorcycles at home, and I also lead the Bikerni Hyderabad chapter, which is a association of female riders across the country, started in Pune by Urvashi in 2011. and we started the Hyderabad chapter as well. And then now we have chapters all across the country. Everybody rides, and
So you right now being an example of empowered women, empower women, right? So who empowered you at the beginning?
yeah. At the beginning, I think it all began with my dad teaching me how to ride a two-wheeler, because the way he taught me was he didn't sit behind me as a pillion. He just told me this is a gear, I mean, this is a accelerator, this is a brake. And all you have to think is this is just like your cycle, what you're riding. So I think that brought in a lot of change. I was very confident on picking up any motorcycle as well. So, like in my family, I didn't see anyone riding a motorcycle growing up, like a woman. But I think it's just through my travels and my love for two wheels, I got more passionate towards motorcycling. And over the last decade, I explored about 7 countries, riding more than 1 lakh
nice.
kilometers. So that's a little bit about the motorcycle journey.
So this journey of about 11,111 kilometers, what's the route that you've planned so far, and what's the road ahead?
So I am from Hyderabad, and I run an organization, Movo, where the idea is to train women to ride two-wheelers and three-wheelers, because I have seen the power mobility gives firsthand, and I want the same skill to be, experienced by the women around me. So we started Movo in 2019, and we have trained more than 1,500 women in almost 2.5.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about this campaign?
Yeah.
If you're continuously moving, so who's teaching them? How,
Yeah.
how what's the plan?
So it's an organization. I don't teach individually. So we have our trainers in the back end. So even if I'm on the road, the trainings are still on people. I mean, the organization runs by its own. And the idea of this campaign is also, it took me 2.5 years to build it to a level, and now it is on an autopilot mode. But similarly, there are so many organizations around the country doing the same work. Probably they would have started the journey much before we have realized as well. So specifically, this campaign of going around India, covering 20 plus cities, moving boundaries, supported by Shell Foundation and FCDO. They have a wonderful initiative called Powered, through which they are encouraging organizations like us, Movo, and many other organizations like Even Cargo, whose main objective is to get women into the mobility sector, gender inclusion and sustainable mobility is what we mean. So this can happen only when organizations like us come together and work as a collective. Like somewhere sitting in Hyderabad, if I'm training 1,500 women, it really doesn't change the perspective. If you have to bring in this huge social transformation, then there is a need that all of us have to come together.
So through your journey, you're meeting different women in different cities, right? So so far, what's the impact you have seen? अभी तक इसमें जो भी मतलब कि हुआ है रास्ते भर में, you said Pune, Jaipur, you've covered, right? So वहाँ पे कितने लोगों से आप मिले, and what has been the impact?
So it was quite nice. Also, like, wherever we are going, it's not just the women whom we are meeting directly. We are also meeting the NGOs. We are also meeting organizations who are working with the similar goals. Like in Bangalore, we met Taxi, Metro Ride. Chennai, we met Auto Drivers Association. Then in Kevdia, we went and spoke to the women, tribal women who are learning electric autos, and soon they will be the auto rickshaw tour guides of Kevdia. So, there have been inspiring stories. I think by now we have met more than 1,000 people through our journey directly. And also what's happening is we are floating a WhatsApp number, which I'll share with you. So through the campaign...
Right on the screen, by the way.
Yeah. So through the campaign, what also happens is, while we are doing so much on the ground, there is also a huge digital space where people would follow our journey and want to know more. So we are trying to send this number, and they can send a message to us, and we will guide them on the journey to mobility. Like whether you want to learn or use it for a livelihood, how can you do it? We are going to support you in that. And the crucial thing of going across the country is identifying and bringing together a collective of similar organizations. So tomorrow, if someone writes to me from Delhi that I'm interested to pick up a livelihood, Movo doesn't have to give them the livelihood. Even Cargo is already there in Delhi, and we will connect them to Even Cargo. So, it can, the whole idea is to increase the ratio of women in mobility. No matter who does it, it's either us or us.
So what I understand, it's not just a 40 days campaign, it's a very long-lasting, sustainable program, which is been kick-started in 40 days, starting the change in 40 days, and it'll be a cycle for days to come, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so any last message to the people of Patna, the women of Patna, and for the matter, the entire nation?
Yeah, so I think definitely for the people of Patna, if you know, I mean, obviously, all of you know and have women in your life. It can be your mom, sister, wife, girlfriend, friend, anyone, any women you know in your life. make sure that they are introduced to mobility, teach them how to ride a two-wheeler, at least as a basic first step. If you can't, tie them up with some organization or use our number and get in touch with us. In today's world, mobility is an important skill for everyone. We have just gone through the crucial time of pandemic, and we all know if the only man in the house knows driving, what if he is unwell? Who will take him to the hospital? Or what can happen? Definitely, every woman in the country needs to learn driving, and the day she turns 18, along with Aadhaar card, ensure that you make sure you'll help her to get a driver's license. And especially to the women of Patna, don't be scared. Driving is not a big thing. You see me, I rode 7,000 kilometers. I'm in one piece, fit and fine. So if you can, please take a little inspiration. I'm not asking you to drive like me across the borders, but you can move the boundaries of your own mind and just drive through your own city. And definitely, let's together increase the number of women drivers. You have a fleet of electric rickshaws flying all through Patna. Next time when I come to Patna, I hope to see many women drivers being in those electric auto rickshaws. I'll keep my motorcycle aside and going to sit in your rickshaws. So I think this change is what we see.
Yes, so that's the new definition of moving boundaries. This is Ms. Jai Bharti, the inspiration we have today. I'm Kshitij. This is Janu Junction. Thank you.